everybody. Thanks for joining. If you are joining with us, and if you are late, that's perfect. That's okay. I'm glad to have you no matter what. And for all of you who are working or busy and needed to watch this video after, then no problem. That's what I record for. So tonight we are going to go over as a date to date where our numbers are, and then we're going to talk about Pinterest and how to make Pinterest work for your business. Sorry, I just love my best friend. And then we are going to Chrissy and I are going to tag team social media etiquette. All right, so we are going to start with our numbers. So as of right this second, I did not pull that down far enough. So let me do that really quick. There it is. Okay. So as a whole group, we have 156 people in our group. Remember that Shauna Davis has a team, and so her team now goes from her team to our group, and because of that, that makes a total of 156. As a group wholesale value right this second, we're sitting at $28,063 in sales. That's a pretty good October, and with 11 more days left in October, I think that it's going to do at least another 10,000, knowing October sales and what they are. And if Michelle Dalton has another day like she did today where she sold $800 in one day, I mean, I have major hope in all of you guys. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of 11 more days, we might have 11 more days, and you might possibly not actually celebrate Halloween or have anything to do with Halloween. You turn your lights out, you don't have any trick-or-treaters, you don't do anything like that. And so all of a sudden, you don't care that Halloween's a busy day for a lot of people. And so you're not too worried about it. But I'm going to give you a big piece of advice. I think Orville will absolutely have a conniption if we break the system again. I think Orville just might lose it. But I highly suggest that all of your sales be completely done by October 30th. Then you're not having to rush home from work, put kids in costumes, get dinner, trick-or-treating, and go, oh my gosh, I still have sales. So if you need your $150 in sales and you haven't done it by October 29th, then you need to go ahead and finish that all by October 30th is my suggestion. Okay. Right now, our highest people in sales is Shauna, and I'm going to go do the top four. Shauna, Michelle Dalton, Katie McDonald, and Alicia Fritz. Yay! You guys are all the top four in sales right now for the month, so you're screaming awesome. And I am super, super proud of you guys. Super proud of you guys. Highest in recruits right now is Ivy Green, has the most recruits on our team, so that's great. And we are going to move on unless there's any questions about sales or recruiting, or do you have any questions about ranking up? How do I rank up? Where do I go from here? How do I find out? Anything like that. We are going to, Alicia and Chrissy, do you guys have anything right this second? No? Okay. All right. So we're going to move on. So Pinterest is, I heard this said to me by Carrie Hudson, who actually saw it on another direct sale leaders board. And when she said it to me, when she heard it, it made a lot of sense. And then when she said it to me, it made a lot of sense. You know, Facebook is like the place where you go into town and you just go to catch up with everybody. It's like the country club, the town hall. You kind of just go and y'all meander and get together and you catch up with what everybody's doing. So you're scrolling through and you're seeing who's having babies and who's pregnant, who's getting married, who's getting divorced, who's getting this, who's dating this, who's got this, who's going on vacation. You know, you just basically go to check up and see what all of your friends are doing. You don't really like to be sold to. That's the part that bothered me about this. We'll get to that in a second. And so, but Pinterest is where you go when you want to find something, when you want to find something for your house, when you want to find an idea, when you want to plan a party, when you need it, something. Pinterest is the place that you go. For most of us, for a majority of all of us, is the place that you go to find everything that you need. I just left the parent meeting for Brennan's Halloween party, and you better believe that I had my phone and it was on Pinterest and we were checking out all the different ideas that there was to have. Okay, so this is what I want you to immediately stop doing. Immediately. Okay, I want you to immediately stop saving or reposting, like hitting the save button and putting in your Scentsy bar, in Scentsy portal, your board. Okay? I want you to stop immediately reposting, reboarding, repinning, anything. Stop it. Let me tell you why. 9 times out of 10, according to convention, where Chrissy and I were sitting, they have their websites attached to that. So what you've done is I go in and I look at Pinterest and I see this most adorable Live Simply milk can warmer that I want for my farmhouse chic kitchen. And I go and I pin it, and then I want to buy it and I want to find out where they got it. So I click on it, and guess what? Chrissy might have pinned it, but it is absolutely attached to Alicia's website. And so when I don't know any different. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy this adorable Live Simply milk can. Why? I'm just going in and finding something that was repinned, that was repinned, that was repinned. Well, guess what? Alicia repinned it 4 months ago. Or she put the original pin, I guess I should say, not repinned. She put the original pin 4 months ago with her website. And everybody has just sat there and repinned and repinned and repinned and repinned and repinned. Now, guess what? Alicia's sales are off the charts. Why? Because Alicia is the one who originally posted it with her original website. So I want you to immediately stop repinning Scentsy warmers. Stop repinning car bars. Stop repinning the car bar that looks like a reindeer for Christmas gifts to give to the UPS guy. Stop repinning it all. Stop. Now I'm going to show you or tell you how you're going to fix this. If I was like graphically, amazingly like available to do this, I could flip the camera somehow and show you guys all these spreadsheets, and I'm not there yet. Sorry. So we're going to go into just follow me here. Okay. So you're on Pinterest. Okay. So we're going to do this from my phone because this is how awesome technology is. Okay. So you're on Pinterest. Okay. And we're going to go into my Scentsy board. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. And I have a board called Decorate with Scentsy. Okay? Because people don't know these things. They don't know that they can be little lamps. They don't know that we have stands now and cord concealers. You know, not a lot of people know yet. It's a brand new catalog. They don't know that one of our most beautiful diffusers is just gorgeous to decorate with. Okay? So pretend I'm just a person. Okay? I'm not really doing it. And I am going to go click on this. Okay, and now I want to know, where do I go to find it? So I click on it. Where did it go? Where'd it go, see? Okay, it's not working, of course. Why is it not working? Okay, it's not working. But anyway, clicking on it, Chrissy can show you also. And then it'll go straight to my website if it was actually working and my screen wasn't being berserko, because it is. But if you were to do this, I also have a board called Farmhouse. What is that board? Farmhouse Decor. So in my Farmhouse Decor, I have pictures of other places, like an adorable kitchen. I mean, that's just really, really cute, right? Total Farmhouse Decor. Well, in the same board, I also have our Farmhouse Chic warmers. Okay? In the same board, I have a picture of my kitchen with my stool, my plant, but look what's there, my actual warmer. Now, if you can tell, or if you can see, I've used hashtags in the description. Okay, can you see that? It says Farmhouse Chic, and then I've got my website. So guess what? If I hit save and I want to pin this, I'm going to pin it to decorating wasted space. Save to decorating wasted space. Guess what? My website, my warmers, my everything have now kept on going in the world of Pinterest. Chrissy, do you have anything to add that Mary taught us that I'm leaving out?
I think, hang on one second.
I'm kind of bothered during a Packers game.
I'm multitasking. So if I randomly yell like I have Tourette's, I'm sorry. So
I'm not going to. We're recording.
The one thing that I think Sarah mentioned that is so important is just making sure that when they click or tap or whatever on that pin, make sure it's going to your website. Right. You can go back and check that off of your boards. Also, another good point that Mary brought up and that Sarah is using too is don't pin all of your Scentsy to one board.
Right.
Make sure it's on multiple boards. And then as far as being able to use Scentsy, Pinterest as a tool for Scentsy is your analytics. So being able to see, what's been pinned, how many likes you have on it, that kind of thing is a great tool. My numbers on Pinterest are so much better than my numbers on Facebook or Instagram. So, just making sure that you have that linked to your website. Also, another thing that I've run into that you might want to put in the pin or comments for the pin, something like that, is if it is a warmer that's no longer in our catalog, maybe in the hashtags put something like hashtag spring summer 2015 or, you know, something like that, because I actually have run into a situation where I put a warmer on there. Somebody went to my website, warmer wasn't there. You know, and this person was nice enough that they actually contacted me, you know, in the comments saying, hey, you know, can't find this warmer. You know, and I just happened to have a friend who had one on hand that was willing to sell it. So making sure that you're keeping your Scentsy pins updated and keeping your stuff that's the most recent and in the current catalog at the top of your boards is really important.
Awesome. Thanks. Okay. Are there any other questions? Do you have any questions in that department, Alicia?
Yeah. How do you, like, if you find a pin that you want to pin, because I did notice the websites were linked to them a while back. How do you change that? Like, how do you save that pin?
Good question. Okay.
And then change it to yours.
Awesome. So you're going to go in, and you know how you can save the image of the, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can go right on your website, go to the actual warmer that it is. Say that it's the Live Simply warmer, okay? And there is already the Pinterest pin on there. So you would click that button to pin it, and then it's going to pin, you're going to pin it to your board, and your website will already be there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
It does.
The second thing is, if it's a picture, for instance, the one of the pictures of the 5 different warmers, and it's, you know, choose which warmer you would like to go into this room. You're going to save the image, and then you're going to add your website at the bottom, and then you're going to put it under your board. And so you're resaving it and uploading it by itself. Does that make sense as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Awesome. Is there any other questions right this second?
Is everybody aware that you can pin your own pins? Like, you can make your own pins?
Yeah. And if for people who are watching this later, we are totally available. So if you're watching, write down some notes, copy down what you need us to, you know, ask us some questions, and then go and tag Chrissy and I. The reason I'm tagging Chrissy is because we literally sat in the station together at convention with Mary Thompson, Orville and Heidi's daughter. She's adorable, by the way. We sat there together and we learned this. So it's not, you know, that Chrissy knows more than you guys or has secret information. We just were there. It's one of the perks of going to a convention. So come to Kansas City with us next year, and you're in. You guys get to go get all this good, awesome information too. Okay, that's beside the point. So everybody, if you have questions, let us know and we will answer those as they come up. Okay, so I said that the lady at the beginning of this, I said that the lady said, you know, Facebook is where you go to catch up with your friends and things like that. And now, I'm not contradicting myself, okay? Because I still believe that you should post daily about your job, okay? It's something you love. It's something that you're a part of. It's your life. And it's also, I mean, people complain all the time that they're tired of their job, that they wish they didn't have to go to work every day. Why can't you be a positive and be like, I love my second job. I love what I do. This is awesome. I get paid to party. I don't think there's anything personally different from somebody saying, I can't believe I get paid to party, versus somebody going, oh my God, it's Monday again. I gotta go to work. I hate going to work. We've all seen it. We've all been there. We've all noticed it. And so I think that if you still are everyday posting nicely, different pictures, maybe a sale, maybe, it's still keeping your name as Scentsy in everybody's head. But changing the dynamic of where you're going to a lot more Pinterest, Instagram, start spreading it out a little bit. I think that you're kind of golden in that area. And then we are going to move into social media etiquette. So I kind of coined my own phrase tonight. So I'm going to give it to you. There is no tone in a font whatsoever. You might think there's a tone. If it's all capitals, they could possibly be yelling at you, or they just might be your grandma and don't know how to take the caps lock off. They could, there could be a tone. There could. I'm not saying that there isn't, but as a general rule, somebody who's typing a message, they're not normally saying anything in a tone. Emojis add the tone to the conversation, okay? That's where emojis come in. So let's talk about tones. Let's talk about how to deal with people who are upset that they didn't get their warmer ordered in time and now it's sold out and they're really upset. How do you handle it? Let's talk about Chrissy. Chrissy had somebody comment under one of her pins. Has nothing to do with Scentsy, but the way that she handled it was so beautiful and so polite that maybe this person will start following her, and then by following her, she gets to find out she's a Scentsy rep, and maybe she gets to gain a customer. Who knows? Chrissy might ever speak to this girl ever again, but if she spends money on her website, Chrissy's not going to bat an eye. She's not going to say, no, you can't be on my website. You talked nasty about my Green Bay Packers. So then we're going to, we have about 10 more minutes, Chris. So we have to kind of buckle it up because I still need to go over, bring back my bar real quick. But I'm going to hand it over to Chrissy for, can you mute the game? Is that okay? Or pause it?
Yeah, I'm muted. We're good. We're halftime.
Oh, perfect timing. Look at me go. Okay, so I'm going to give the floor to Chrissy on etiquette for social media and why it's important for your business.
So basically my kind of my soapbox at this point in time, and this goes across the board, whether it's your personal page, your business page, your fan page, your children's PTO page, it doesn't really matter. But specifically for Scentsy, I want you guys to think about how if you were working in a store, okay, let's just say you had a storefront and you were selling shoes, and somebody came in and wanted something, maybe you didn't have their size, they got upset about it, how you would handle it there. On the flip side of that, think about how you would want it handled if you were the consumer. So my point to all of this is just choose your words wisely. Getting just as upset as they are, A, doesn't gain you a customer. B, reflects not so great on yourself as a person, but also it doesn't reflect great on Scentsy. I got to meet a whole lot of people at convention, and I got to meet Orville, and just in the few minutes that I got to speak with him, I don't feel like a negative representation by a consultant is something that they would applaud. I don't care what the situation is. Good, bad, indifferent, right, or wrong. So
step in here for just a second and tell you that I am privy to conversations that happen because of my directorship. And I will tell you, they have had rants and raves and things happen to them. And they've had, consultants go off on them. And they will absolutely not put up with it. They will be the first ones to say, if you come and talk to us like a civil, respectful person, we will give you the same back. If you rant, we're not going to acknowledge you. So Chrissy doesn't even know that. She does now, but that's what I'm saying. That's how they operate. They really do operate. You get more flies with honey.
So I think, one of the things that caught my eye is when the Bring Back My Bar for 2004 through 2010 was posted today. I actually went on Scentsy's page, and I was reading the comments just to get an idea of who was excited about what scent, because I'll be the first to admit I wasn't excited about any of them. So, but just all the negativity that was on there and just the really nasty comments, it made me sad. So I just want you guys to think about, especially on your business pages, just to try to stay positive, even if it's somebody who is really unhappy. If let's just say, they've wanted a certain warmer for a while and they just can't ever seem to get it on time. It always sells out before they get it. Just remind them that, they are limited for our special collections. And if you have, this situation happened to me, and I even offered the one that I have to them. I'm more than happy to sell you the one that I have. So just always try to be the bigger person. Always try to take the higher road. Because I honestly think that in the long run, they may not like your answer right then, but they're going to go back and think, oh, you know what? I'm out of bars. And, that lady was actually really nice to me. I was kind of rude to her, and she, responded with kindness and grace. So just remember that everybody has a bad day. Everybody is entitled to at least one a week. and so maybe you caught them on a bad day. And so just try to remember that we are a business. Even if we are working from home, working out of our car, purely internet-based, whatever the case may be, we are a business. And I don't know about you, but when I go to a business and I am not treated kindly by the people who work there, I don't go back.
Yeah.
And we always want repeat customers, always. So try to keep that in mind when you're in the midst of dealing with negativity, especially on social media.
Awesome. Great. Thanks. Alicia, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't.
Okay. So we're going to wrap this up, but I'm just going to do a little bit of housekeeping for the end. It is the Christmas holiday season. If you've never gone through one with us, like I have said since August, starting into this season, hold on tight because it's a ride. If you want the customers, if you want the business, it is absolutely there. Okay. That Make a Scene warmer is huge right now. It's just huge. It's not limited edition. But a lot of people are loving the fact that they don't have to buy, 4 or 5 or 6 different warmers for the holidays. They can just buy one. And so they're kind of becoming a amazing purchase for people who do not have an unlimited income for 75 different kinds of warmers. Okay, so let's talk about kind of something for the newbies. You're not going to quite understand unless you have been following Scentsy for a long time. But if you are absolutely new, hold on and I'll explain it. Bring Back My Bar is back. So we have all voted. Everybody wanted their favorite scents, and the results are in. And Chrissy kind of alluded to the fact that people are kind of angry about this. And what's sad is it's consultants angry that the same flavors are coming back over and over and over again. They think the party's rigged. And I just think that it's sad. So we're not going to jump into that. That's not my business. That's not my place. I'm just going to tell you what the new, what's coming out in January. So Coffee Tree, Vanilla Walnut, Bananarama, Cashmere. I've never understood Bananarama. Can I just say that? I cannot imagine having my house smell like banana. Ginger Snap. I really need Ginger Snap to come in for Christmas. Just saying. Watermelon Patch, Grape Granada. That thing is huge. That is like the biggest seller ever. Lavender Vanilla, which is awesome for, okay, we literally have 9 minutes. Lavender Vanilla is awesome for baby gifts, just so you know. It's very soothing and soft, and it's, even if you cut the cube in half and go with just a partial cube, then you'll get results, and it'll be nice. Cherry Almond Pie and Black Wild Black Cherry. Hold on one second. Sorry, I actually, Chrissy, talk about something interesting real quick. Hold on one sec.
So, as far as Bring Back My Bar goes, I think a good point is a lot of that is based off of sales. So if you've got something, a lot of the ones that they list that you get to vote on are based on how well they sold when they were in. So, there are people who really enjoyed maybe one scent but not another, but maybe you were the minority. So just keep that in mind, because, it's not all, I seriously doubt I'm ever going to see Tomato Vine on Bring Back My Bar. But it's one
or Neverland.
Or Neverland. I can't. That's not.
Oh, that one was so gross.
But my family loves Tomato Vine. But it's all based off sales. So just keep that in mind when you're looking through getting ready to vote for ones. It's
and what she's saying by based on sales is not that it's rigged by Scentsy. Obviously, these are the favorites because they were high sellers. Like, everybody loved this, and so it made it a high seller. Not because it's rigged by Scentsy that they're like, okay, let me go pick out a 2004 really great seller, and just kidding, you really don't really actually get to vote for it. No, back in, I'll give you an example. Oh man, I have my stack of catalogs, old catalogs. So let me just pull out 2014. So we'll just go 2 years ago. Nope, I'm going to try to find an older one than that. 2011. Okay, so back in 2011, man, our catalog was crazy weird back then. All right, so one of our, we had Luna back then, we had Enchanted Mist back then. One of our new ones, one of the brand new ones was Quiver. Shh. One of our brand new ones was Quiver. And Duke and Titanium and Happy birthday. No, that one wasn't new. And so I'm trying to flip while I talk to you guys. Be Still was one of our new ones. And Kahiko Hula came out that year. Amalfi Coast came out that year. Spice Bazaar, that one can just not ever come back. Anyway, but out of all of those that I mentioned, Quiver is a huge seller. Everybody wants Quiver in all of their laundry products, and some people want it back for their bars. So that one is one that gets voted over and over and over again. I personally know. The ones that I vote for all the time don't ever get to come back. I don't know what it is. Did you vote, Chris? Did you vote, Alicia? You guys vote?
I did. I voted for Coconut Palm like 5 million times.
I voted as well.
For Coconut Palm?
No.
No, she was voting for Wild Black Cherry.
Well, yes. I have to get that for my cousin.
Okay, so spring 2012, we had Yuzu Dragon. Oh my gosh, that one was a hot seller. So was Simply Strawberry came out that year. And Two Harbors. I don't think that one was a big seller. Zeppelin came out 2011 and 12, y'all. That's when Weathered Leather was still in the catalog. Oh, so long ago. By the way, you can still get Weathered Leather. It's just no longer in the catalog. I'm waiting for them to do the exact same thing with Clean Breeze. Why they haven't done that, I don't know, but I'm waiting. Enliven, that was another one that was a hot seller that people vote for. So you get the idea, okay? So, anyways, the reason that this happens is because these are hot sellers and people want them back. But just go in and we will do a training in January, right before, on how to go in and find out what people's hottest favorites are. And we'll do all that. All right. So I hope I answered everybody's questions. I hope you guys had a great night. I hope that we can do this again in 2 weeks. And we will be meeting again very soon. In the interim, always know that you can ask us any questions. You can private message me anything that you would like, and we will go from there. So thank you very much. Let me see here. Nope, that's not correct. Let me see.